Hey guys and girls, this is the Fierce, known by the name of Man of Fury, aka the underdog from underground. Back again, this time doing something different, doing my first anime review on My Hero Academia, Boko no Hero, Season 3, Episode 1. The hype, the hype is real. So let's go ahead and start discussing it. Let's go. Alright, before I start talking about Episode 1 of My Hero, Season 3, I just want to say I was spoiled a little bit because a couple of days ago, one of my coworkers at work called it when he said that he believed that episode one was going to be basically like filler. It's going to be basically like a recap of season two. And of course, being a fan of My Hero, I didn't believe him. I thought we'd probably get some recap in the beginning and then get to the nitty gritty of the rest of the story, episode one at the end. But right, before I do my discussion on episode one of season three of My Hero Academia, I want to give a shout out to my coworker Miguel because a couple of days ago we was talking about our excitement for episode one of My Hero, and he said he guaranteed that the first episode was going to be like a whole bunch of recap and pretty much filler. I disagree because I said that I believe it's going to be some recap, but I think we're going to get to the nitty gritty of the episode at the end. But lo and behold, when I watched this episode last night, I came to find out that it was just like a mixture, a recap, a whole bunch of filler, and a couple of glimpses here and there about what's going to happen when episode two come around. So I have to admit when I'm wrong. So Miguel, you was right. I was wrong. So I got to give you props for that. But now on to the discussion at hand, talking about episode one. Why? All right, the first thing I want to discuss is the introduction when we see My Hero episode one. I love the music as far as introduction. I love the animation because we get to see lots of little tidbits and foreshadowing in the introduction with some of the animation shots they show about what's going to happen later on in season three, like down the line. And so that was really impressive because for the ones that's anime only, it really sets them up for excitement about what's to come later on in the season. And for those that's already manga readers that already know what's going to happen in this arc, it just builds them up more for anticipation about, holy crap, this is about to happen. I can't wait to see how this is drawn. I can't wait to see what's going to happen when person A and person B meet up and have this fight. And the music was incredible. I love the music. It definitely hyped up the animation shots in the beginning and really brings home the whole theme about how season three of My Hero is going to play out. So I was very impressed. And I believe the person's name is Ocho World, the person that created the introduction and the ending credits theme too at the end. So I had to give props to him because I definitely enjoyed how the music and the animation shots built me up and hyped me up for what's to come. And Bones. Let's talk about Bones animation, the ones that took over for the other for Bones that took over the animation for season three of Boko no Hero. A couple months ago when that announcement came out, there was lots of criticism about Bones, but for me, just watching episode one alone, I was very impressed. It seemed to me that they matched the standard set previously by the other animation groups. And if you look at some parts of episode one, especially the whole swimming competition they had, they surpassed it, especially when we see like Todoroki and Bakugo use their quirks. We see more fleshed out lighting and more like bright colors when they use like their quirks, and especially like when we get to see them undress and put on their clothes. We see like they pay more attention to the details as far as the scars like Todoroki had and Lita had on their bodies from the Stain arc. And especially when we see Lita and Deku had a conversation, we still see when Deku is up there holding his hand that the bruises that he still has in his hand. Most minor animation companies probably wouldn't put that much emphasis on those type of bruises and injuries, but Bones made sure they fleshed them out to make it a point of these injuries not going away. So I was very impressed. And now, as far as what I believe Bones will do in the future, I think they're going to do an excellent job. I think they might even break the bar of season two and season one. And for me, that's all I want Bones to do. The same effort and animation quality they did in episode 1, I just want them to do throughout the rest of season 3. Because it's going to be coming up, I believe, episode 2, 3, or even 4. Certain manga chapters that had amazing drawing that I want to be seen fleshed out in the animation. Far as the Deku when he fights a certain character on the mountains. I'm not going to name that character yet because if it's anime only fans out here, I'll let y'all see for yourself. But when Deku had this fight in the manga, the pictures and the drawings was amazing as far as the author. And for Bones, I want him to flesh out these fights that Deku has in the animation so perfectly so we can see how amazing this fight is. So that's all I'm asking for Bones, and as far as episode alone, they delivered. So I had no problems with them. As far as the rest of the episode, I would say it was pretty much excellent as far as overall. We got some character development a little bit, as far as with the guys, as we see Lita referencing what happened to him in Stain, and he promises not to let the same mistake happen again. And far as Torowoki, we see a little flashback of him talking to his mom as he tries to balance using both his quirks at the same time. And also references the flashback he has with Deku, when Deku says he's not using his full power if you don't use both quirks. And of course, we know for manga readers only that in the future, with those two characters, we're going to get some character development. But anime onlys, let me know what y'all think. What do y'all think the character development would happen with Todoroki and Bakugo? And just leave something in the comment section below. And pretty much, it was just like fun, down to earth chapter. Not too much happened. It was a bummer that the swimming race ended like that with a race ahead. But we knew since it was filler, they wasn't going to show something like that as far as who was going to win the race, because if they did, then it was going to be lots of speculation saying that, oh yeah, Bakugo can beat Deku in the race, or Todoroki can beat Bakugo and Deku in the race, and he's faster in the water. It's going to be lots of speculation as far as speed and how the quirks match up against each other, and which they didn't even show in the manga yet. So I think that was an overall good call, because let's save the what actually happened as far as in the manga, as far as their powers and abilities in the manga, instead of fleshing out with like a filler type episode. But let me know in the comment section below. Did you want to see the end of that race, or y'all just didn't care? Y'all just like, let's move on to episode 2 and go from there. We get to the real main plot points of the story, especially with the arc coming up we about to see. So let me know what y'all thoughts are with that. And quickly, I want to talk about Shirawaki, because we've seen like some recap with Shirawaki too. And for anime onlys, I want y'all to know it's going to be very interesting in Shirawaki in the future, especially with this season 3 of My Hero. And I want to hear y'all thoughts on what y'all think personally is going to happen with Shirawaki, and also leave something in the comment section below, because it's about to be crazy. Some of the stuff that we find out in season 3 down the line about Shirawaki, it's going to be very interesting. So that's why I want y'all thoughts about this. And this is the end of my review for episode 1. Let me know in the comment section below if you like it, you enjoy it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And the Man of Fury is saying good night, and the man's dreams will never die.